What's up, everyone? It's Doug Saravo from The Doug Saravo Show. With season 4 almost over, in tonight's episode, I will be showing you my favorite moments from season 4, as season 5 will be upon us within the next few weeks around September or October. So that will be on later tonight. But first, here's our intro for season 5. Kind of the same thing as season 4. And we have new guests today, Nick, the pizza maker, and Jillian Roberts. Guys, how are you today?
Nick the pizza maker.
What? That's what you do, right?
Yeah, but
We don't call you Doug the dishwasher.
Oh no!
You could, I mean.
It's busboy, by the way.
No, I no longer bust tables, Andrew. They promoted me.
Oh, okay.
They are very important.
I agree with that, but it's not only about the picks. They gave up two highly classed penalty killers. You don't understand how important Verona was to the playoffs.
Yes, Mel. Richard Pond in the penalty.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. Those depth players are making an important role for a team. That's what we got. Look at Tampa's team. Their
Mark,
depth
look
was,
at your Penguins in the back-to-back years.
Cullen was a fourth line center.
Bonino, Hagelin.
I know these are depth guys that you need.
Andrew, but the Penguins didn't just win the cup because they had Crosby and Malkin and Fleury and Murray and Letang. They won the cup because of their depth, their third, fourth lines.
Let's just go back to last year. The Lightning had 4 high-quality lines that won them the Stanley Cup.
Anthony Cirelli, Yanni Gord, Blake Coleman, Patrick Maroon.
All right, Steve was Braden, Nikita Kucherov, their headman.
That's
No
not
shit, Andrew, but that's not how you win cups. You
need
don't just
depth.
win a cup by having these top players. You need depth.
Highly touted players does not win you cups. Heard it here first.
That's not what we're saying.
That's not what we're saying. You're totally freaking lost in this conversation right now.
Mac,
No,
you need depth to win a cup. When it's late in the game and your first line is dead tired because you played them 25 minutes.
But why? They got depth, even though
No, they don't. Not anymore. They got rid of Verona and Panik for one guy.
Both of them. Both of them.
We might have to move on, Doug, because this
I'm loving this.
Who's going to be though the difference in those two games in Columbus, right? And because I think we should all remember a year prior to that, when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup, they went down 2-0 to Columbus, and they went back to Columbus and almost lost that game 3. But
Yeah,
they
in
had
overtime, it was that close.
they had difference make. I mean, Ovechkin was the guy that took over. The Lightning, I mean, Kucherov took out his frustration, got suspended for game 3. They didn't have the difference makers.
So do you think on Columbus's side they figured if we stop Stamkos, we stop Hedman, we stop their top players, we got this?
And a lot of it had to do with, no excuses. They rolled into that playoff, right? They were fighting for that last wild card spot. We were done playing meaningful hockey in March. I don't know how much you can pin that on Cooper or maybe the players or a combination of the both. But yeah, Tortorella, Tortorella had them ready for those plays. I mean, that was a good team. Panarin, Duchesne, all those guys, right?
Yeah, they brought in a lot of guys too at the deadline.
Of course, yeah, they weren't a bad team. I mean, they didn't get dominated by Boston the next series, but it was something where I think that the Lightning were too used to playing mediocre hockey, and a combination of they didn't have depth players that were able to shift the momentum of the series, especially going back to Columbus down 2-0. I mean, it's hard to come back like that.
So let's get to 2020. We know momentum is huge, and we could look at 2019 with the St. Louis Blues. If the pandemic hit in 2019 and the season got called off, we know that Blues team may not have won the Stanley.
I had some nice goals here and there.
Yeah, you did. Char scored a few.
They were all slap shots. Yours were all deflections.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky.
Yeah, but goal's a goal, as you said, as you can see.
And I gave up plenty.
Yeah.
And you scored what, 78 in your high school career?
Was it something like that, 78? I don't remember, but it was cool to take a lot of those accolades away.
Before we finish up, is this true? There was I believe Caca Valley was supposed to be captain your senior year.
Yes.
And he came and told Winters saying, give it to Stulak. That's true, right?
100% true. 100% true. Big shout out to Brandon Cacavalli for that.
I remember that.
Minter was going to make me assistant captain, which at that time I was kind of butthurt about, but Cacavalli knew that. As a team player, he reached out and said, Ed, Stu should take the captain. But you know what? To this day, I regret taking it, because Cacavalli definitely deserves that C. I never should have been the captain. I was not a leader back then. I was not. I was a goal scorer. I was the one that just wanted the spotlight. That's not leadership. So today, I definitely should have. If I had the mindset that I had today, I would have given the C to Cacavalli. I would have said, no, you deserve it.
He would have had it for 2 years.
And you see what he did? That just goes to show.
That's a leader move.
That's a leader move right there. So, big props to Cacavalli.
All right, thanks for joining me today, Eddie.
Thanks for having me on, Dougie. Thanks for making me look like Slovakia can't even tie their own skates. And
11 penalties. Thank you, Eddie.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Well,
I only scored once on the.
At least I won in something, in some category.
Yeah, penalties.
Penalties.
All right, thank you everyone for listening to the Doug Strauss Show. We'll see you next time. He tells me, I want to take Kyle. I really want to take Kyle.
I mean, hopefully we can go to a game. Hopefully we'll be able to.
If not, for sure, we'll go next year. And
Definitely.
then your mom always comes to me and she's like, you're going to take Mom, right? Your mom wants to come to a game with us.
I mean, if she wants to, she's more than welcome.
That would be fun.
I think it'll be fun. The more the merrier.
We'll have a nice car ride, listening to stories.
Oh yeah, that'll be amazing. Oh God, I'm totally not being sarcastic right now.
Lisa, if you're watching, we can't wait to go to the Devils game with you. We love you, Lisa.
Yeah.
I've been on this since the beginning, and I'm not
you
surprised by it. Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, you're right there. Do you want to hear a story about that jersey, by the way?
Yeah, let's give it to the viewers.
That jersey I purchased at the Montreal Forum in 1990 when I went to see the Habs play the Oilers. That was the year that the Oilers won their final cup of that run, the fifth and final one. But I was up there. I went there to see that game. I bought that jersey. Thankfully, it still fits. I must have done something right that it actually still fits me. But I bought that jersey. I've worn it a zillion times. If you could zoom in on it, it's got so many pill marks all over it. And
before you have your answer, I'm going to go with Mika Zibanejad as the captain.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely some guys that you could pick from. I mean, Mika, Kreider, Panarin, definitely the way he's played.
Surgery, so it's
I mean, when the Devils traded him for Santini, you know, it went the other way for Nashville because Santini was a better defensive player.
No, we took all this cap, and now
Yeah.
we're back to rebuilding.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, I've been a Devils fan since '85, so I've kind of seen all the different things. And
Oh, so you're living through what I'm living through now.
yeah, I've already lived through it. I missed the
You gotta do it
Meadowlands.
twice.
Yes, I missed the Meadowlands, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was I was like.
The Meadowlands was a better arena than the Prudential Center, just because of location and everything. And I feel like this location in Newark is actually cursed for them right now because the only cup run they really had was in 2012, and the reason and all the next draft years were so crappy was due to the fact that they got penalized with the Kovalchuk deal, which a lot of the newer fans don't even know about.
And no one's on the team anymore from that era.
Right, and that was
Zajac,
that was
Green.
almost the last hurrah for Lamoriello and, you know, Dave Conti and everything. I mean, you can thank James Vanderbeek for having the rink in Newark instead of having them renovate the one up in the Meadowlands, the Brendan Byrne or the Continental Airlines Arena. I mean, for me, it's always a Brendan Byrne. That's all the Devils
For me,
fans.
Izod, kind of, right? Yeah. Continental, then they changed to the Izod Center.
Yes, and the Devils already out when they were the Izod Center, which people don't realize the boards at the Prudential Center are higher by the benches, and they were actually lower at the Meadowlands when they played. There was an old hit that Randy McKay did on one of the Red Wings in Game 4. Actually shows them flipping them over into where the photographers were.
Nice. I don't remember that.
I've been a Devils fan when Sean Burke was there, Randy Valachek, Dougie Brown. I remember when Kenny Danica was around, Craig Mladen, Johnny McClain. One of my favorite players still to this day, Patty Verbeek. You know, I remember a lot of old time Devils. I've been a fan since the Red, White, and Green days.
Yeah, and I thought you were my age.
Nope, not at all.
All right, Matt, good job referencing today.
Thanks, good job on the commentary, good job. And you know, we're twinning tonight with the hair. It's great.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you next time, buddy.
All right, bud, thanks for having me.
Anytime.
There we go. There's my name right there.
Can we show us to the camera, please?
I don't know if you see it. Right there.
I do Douglas Aravo.
Yeah, champion. I love this thing.
Yeah, do you sleep with it at night?
No.
Ah.
It's next to my experience behind the kitchen. What's your, how do you get your momentum? How do you get your confidence to build like a great pie?
So, I'll be honest, I just put on music and just zone out. I just go. Literally, I can put on any type of music and
It's my positive
yeah,
vibe
I
from the
just
car
put my
before
headphones
work.
in and then just do it. It's there's really nothing behind it.
I don't know.
You know why? Because I think he looks at Doug like he's a government official or something. Like I think he feels like Doug could be like a guy who works in like a state house or something like that. He looks at Doug like he's like a government official.
Well, that's a compliment, Doug.
I know it is.
So thank you for watching. Those are some of my favorite moments from season 4 of the Doug Saravo Show, and we will be back within the next few weeks for season 5. Season 4 has maybe 3 or 4 more episodes to go, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you for supporting all of us, those who have been involved, from Andrew Brem, Brandon Schwartz, Jillian Roberts, Nick Line, Mark Merle, Andrew Mackin, James Giacomo, Mark Weiss, Matt Sacco, who's been a guest. So you all have been part of Saravo Broadcasting. We appreciate the support, for real. Thank you for being guests on my show. And you know, we're gonna do a lot of great work in the future. Shout out to our producer James Saravo. He is around here somewhere. He got me this nice Sunny D, so I really appreciate all those who are involved with Saravo Broadcasting. On to season 5. It's crazy how it goes by so fast. We started with MessonRadio.com at Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Jeffrey Burns was on a few episodes. And then we just took a break. And then within the pandemic, Andrew Brem came to me and said, let's do a podcast. We did a podcast. And now we are on season 5 around September, October. So, again, thank you for all of you for supporting. If you have any comments, you could send them in the comments section below. If you have a favorite moment, send me your favorite moments for sure. But we're really looking forward to it. Also, just want to give a quick shout out to Marilyn Israel for being on the show, for allowing Saravo Broadcasting to be involved with her stuff, whether it was being her campaign manager, not just her campaign manager, but I emceed a few parties for her, whether it was the multicultural event, her rally for her election. Congratulations on that again. You made a lot of history making commercials for you, so couldn't have been prouder. The official Saravo Broadcasting logo. Again, Andrew Brem gave me the idea to use the Monroe Falcons colors since I'm the team reporter, the play-by-play guy. It's just looking through a lot of stuff we have here. Yeah, pretty good work. You know, I talked about the Ben Simmons situation a while ago. But yeah, we really done a lot of great work, and I couldn't have been prouder. So I am going to conclude this episode with a video for you guys. And it's going to be what success means to me. Growing up, I wanted to be in the NHL. I wanted to be just like my idol, Martin Brodeur. In life, sometimes you win some, but sometimes you will lose some. Being successful isn't about chasing a paycheck. Being successful is about chasing your passion and building a foundation to where you want to be. You only live once, so you might as well do what you love. Think big. Don't just settle. People are going to hate, doubt, and tell you that you can't. But if you put your mind to something, nothing is impossible. Think big.
Where the Monroe Falcons are playing the St. Joseph of McCutcheon Falcons.
Past that game's history, we have a state's championship on our mind now.
The ranch, the buffalo.
It all works together very nicely.
Welcome to Falcons Insider.
Falcons Insider.
On today's episode, we're doing a lot of great work. You know, this is work that people said couldn't have been done before. A lot of money doing something you love.
Re-elected team reporter.
Yeah, what a season that was for you. 54 points in 18 games.
But definitely, I mean, when I said that we're going to win GMCs, I think that's another one that we remember. Yeah.
Without history. You just said it with so much confidence.